Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 18. It's titled Before We Say Goodbye. This was a small episode. I don't know why they didn't combine this with the last episode or combine this with the next episode that's coming, because this was, I did this video before and the damn camera fell, so I'm praying it don't fall again. I'm be pissed if it falls again. Let me not move. Maybe I was moving around. That's why it fell. Let me not move. Anyway, let's get started. So first up, it's Joe and Magda. They are taking a trip to the mountains. Why is everybody taking a trip to the mountains? On the drive, Joe told Magda that he wants anal. She told him to stick something up his butt first to see how he like it, and then if he does like it, then they'll try it. If I was Magda, I'd run, because that ain't happening. That ain't happening at all. Okay? So, they get to a cute cottage in the mountains. Magda took the dog for a walk while Joe got the hot tub going. While he was trying to get the hot tub going, his friend Rob FaceTimed him, and Joe told Rob that Magda does not believe in being friends with exes. And now he has to tell her about being friends with his ex, and he thinks she's going to freak out. Rob told Joe he better tell Magda as soon as possible. The sooner, the better. So next, later on, Magda and Joe, they get into the hot tub, and it's very romantic, and they seem to be enjoying each other. The next morning, they wake up in bed together, and we found out that they had sex. Next, they went sightseeing. After sightseeing, they sat down to have a chat, and Joe told her that he is still friends with his ex, Jill. Magda is pissed. She said she had asked him before if he ever slept with any of his friends, and he had told her no. So now she thinks he's a liar and she can't trust him. Magda said her ex-boyfriend, the ex-German boyfriend, cheated on her with his ex. So now she thinks Joe is going to do the exact same thing. Magda told him that he needs to choose. He needs to choose between her and his ex, Jill. No talking to her, no texting, no phone calls, nothing. And I don't think he chose, so I guess we'll find out next week if he chose. Next up, we have Lauren and Faith. Faith left Lauren at the hotel room. Lauren really doesn't care anymore because his plans fell through. All his plans to move to the Philippines went up in smoke. So now he is pissed. He's disappointed. And the light bulb finally went on for Faith. She now thinks that Lauren was using her to stay in the Philippines. Ding, 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 ding. Finally, Faith, you finally realized that? Good for you. Next, Lauren packed and left the hotel. On his way to the airport, he stopped by to see Faith. When he met up with Faith, he told her that he's sorry for everything. He's sorry for cheating. He's sorry for getting an STD. He's sorry for flirting. He's sorry for what happened last night. He's just sorry for everything. Faith was like, okay. Okay. She told him he's a weirdo and he scared her, and it's over. So they said their goodbyes and they went their separate ways. That's basically what happened. So next, Vanya and Josko. It's the next morning. They are in bed, and Vanya told us that they did not have sex. Was she lying to me? You ain't lying to me, girl. So they're laying in bed and they're talking about their long-distance relationship. And they talked about the fact that if they keep up this relationship, then one of them is going to have to move to a different country. She's going to either have to move to Croatia or he's going to have to move to the States. But they'll discuss that at a later date. Next, Josko drove Vanya to the airport. Vanya is crying at the airport, and I think Josko is crying too. So next we see Vanya in the States, and she's going to go meet her cousin at the beach. She said she's been back in the States for 2 months now, and her and Josko, they're still hot and heavy. And Josko is coming for a visit for 10 days. Now, we didn't see production footage, I don't think. We saw the footage we saw of Josko's visit was, I think, Vanya's video recording. So we see video footage of Josko's visit, and she said they were planning for Josko and his son to move to Orlando. She told us that they did make the beast with the 2 backs, finally. So then she met up with her cousin at the beach, and she is crying, and her cousin is consoling her. And we saw a preview where she said he called her and said, or texted her and said, I can't do this anymore. I'm dumping you, or whatever. So yeah, I guess they're broken up. We don't know why. Next up, we have Matilda and Niles. It is the day of the knocking ceremony and the wedding. Niles is going on and on about how his parents doesn't approve of him marrying Matilda. Yada, 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 yada. We saw you talking to your parents on the phone. We don't know if that was your parents. You should have put them on speaker. I mean, we don't know who that is you were talking to on the phone. It could have been fake. We don't know. We don't want to hear nothing about that. So next we see Matilda. Her makeup looks good. Her wig looks suspect. Her dress looked like two different dress patched together. Back over to Niles, Mr. Ark and his wife, they came to wherever he was. I don't know where he was, but they came over to where he was, getting dressed. And Mr. Ark is dressed better than the groom. He's dressed better than Niles. Niles just wearing a white shirt with a scarf. Mr. Ark outfit is sparkly and cute, and he's matching his wife. They look like they're getting married. So Mr. Ark gave him the money and told him that in America it is normal to have anal sex, but this is a traditional wedding, and we ain't doing that here. What is up with this anal? Why is there about the money anal? Anywho, 20 minutes later, they arrived at Matilda's house. During the knocking ceremony, Mr. Ark told Niles, if Matilda is not the one, you better say it, and you better say it now. But Niles ain't saying nothing. He's fanning himself because he's hot, he's sweating, there's no AC, there's no fan, and he's hot and tired. He just want to go back to the hotel where there's AC. Okay? They bring in all the gifts, and Matilda and her family accepted the gifts. They did the wedding ceremony, and they are married. And I never thought it was ever going to happen. Okay. Last but not least, we have Vea and Sunny. See, wasn't this a simple episode? A short, very short episode. So Sunny showed us a ring that he had bought for Vea because he was going to propose to her. But since she is not willing to convert to Muslim, it ain't happening. So later they go on a hike. Why are they always going on these freaking hikes? Who want to go on a hike? Not me. So on the hike they found a waterfall. Now I love a waterfall. Love a waterfall. But then they got into their bathing suit and got into the water. I wouldn't have gotten into that water. I don't know what the hell is in that water. Even though the water is a waterfall and the water is flowing, not too many things can stay in that water, like an alligator or snakes. They'd be washed down, but I still wouldn't get in that water. Not me. I don't know how to swim too. I would even put my pinky toe in that water, or my big toe in that water. Not me. Something might nip my toe off. Anywho, after they got in the water, they got out of the water, and they sat down to have a chat. And Sunny told her that she doesn't have to convert to Muslim, and he still wants to be in a relationship with her. Then he told her to close her eyes. He got down on one knee and pulled out the ring. He pulled out the ring and asked her to be in his life forever, or be his partner forever. He told her it doesn't matter if she doesn't convert to Muslim. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter if she converts to Muslim, Sunny. And it really doesn't matter if she converts to Muslim, because Sunny does not practice the Muslim culture. When we first met Sunny said he'd be out in the club, dancing, drinking, and having a good old time. And he's having sex with Vea in hotel rooms. He ain't practicing the Muslim culture. He ain't even wearing the Muslim garb. One time we saw Sunny go pray. One time we saw him go to the mosque and pray. Sunny ain't into the Muslim culture. His parents are, or his father is. But he ain't into no Muslim religion or culture. Come on, Sunny. So it doesn't really matter. Okay? Yeah, so he gave her the ring, asked her to be his partner for forever. She said yes. So next day, packed up and left the resort on a drive back home or to wherever. Sunny told Vea that he wants to keep their engagement a secret from his family. Vea don't want that. Vea said, we got to tell your father. We got to tell your father before I go back to the States. So Sunny is afraid to tell his father because he's afraid his father is going to disown him. But he agreed to tell his father. And we saw a preview of him telling his father. And his father said, he told his father, I did something. His father said, what'd you do? Father probably thought I got her pregnant. But father said, what do you do? He said, I propose or engage. Father said, oh, no, you're not. I love the father. I love the father. So I can't wait for next week when they talk to the father. Okay? So that was the end of the episode. This is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.